What if I told you that scientists have just discovered nuclear fuel inside an interstellar object speeding through our solar system, a fuel so concentrated that no known natural process could possibly explain it? Right now, at this very moment, a cosmic traveler named 3I Atlas is revealing secrets so profound that astronomers are questioning everything they thought they knew about the universe. This isn't science fiction. This is unfolding in real time, and what we are witnessing could change our understanding of deep space forever. If you're fascinated by mysteries like 3I Atlas and want to explore more mind-bending cosmic stories, hit that like button, because every click fuels the search for the unknown. It all began when the James Webb Space Telescope turned its golden mirrors toward this strange visitor. What it found shook the scientific community. Hidden within 3I Atlas's icy exterior was a chemical signature so extraordinary that researchers are still struggling to explain it. The element in question? Deuterium, a heavy isotope of hydrogen that powers nuclear fusion, but the amount detected is staggering, nearly 100 times higher than any comet in our solar system. Think about that. Not slightly elevated, not unusually high, 100 times anything we've ever measured. This is what makes 3I Atlas truly fascinating. Deuterium isn't just a random element drifting through space. It's the holy grail of nuclear fusion, the exact isotope scientists on Earth are trying to harness in experimental reactors like ITER. It's the key to virtually unlimited clean energy. And somehow, an object from another star system is completely loaded with it. But the strangeness doesn't stop there. To understand why, let's rewind to July 2025. Deep in the Chilean desert, the Atlas Telescope Array, one of the most advanced astronomical detection systems ever built, picked up a faint smudge of light moving through the constellation Lepus. Initially, astronomers assumed it was an ordinary comet, but trajectory calculations quickly revealed the impossible. This object was traveling too fast to be bound by the sun's gravity. It was on a hyperbolic, one-way orbit through our solar system, a true visitor from another star system. 3I Atlas became the third confirmed interstellar visitor in human history, after Oumuamua in 2017 and Borisov in 2019. Unlike its predecessors, however, it arrived at a time when our telescopes were more powerful than ever before, and what Webb discovered defied conventional understanding. To grasp the significance of the deuterium discovery, we need to understand a fundamental truth about the universe. Over 99% of matter is hydrogen and helium. Everything else, carbon, oxygen, iron, gold, makes up less than 1% of the cosmos. These heavier elements are born through fusion in the hearts of stars, where extreme pressure and temperature force atoms together. Stars fuse hydrogen into helium, helium into carbon, carbon into oxygen, and through successive stages, even gold and uranium are forged in the fiery deaths of massive stars. This is why Carl Sagan famously said, "We are made of star stuff." Every atom heavier than hydrogen in your body was born in a star. Yet here is where 3I Atlas defies nature. Its deuterium content is approaching 1% of its water ice, nearly 10 times higher than any solar system comet. Its carbon and nitrogen isotopes are unusually neutron-rich. Its chemical composition cannot be explained by conventional stellar processes. Mainstream science proposes that 3I Atlas formed billions of years ago around a metal-poor star, making it a cosmic time capsule. Sounds plausible, but Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb discovered a devastating flaw. The numbers don't add up. For such an object to exist naturally, ancient stars would have needed to eject thousands of Earth masses of material, an impossible amount given their chemical makeup. The math simply doesn't work, and every anomaly points to the same unsettling conclusion. Something about this visitor is extraordinary, and perhaps engineered. But the story of 3I Atlas doesn't stop at deuterium. When astronomers analyzed its trajectory, they noticed something even stranger. It wasn't moving like a normal comet or asteroid. Instead of following a purely gravitational path around the sun, 3I Atlas exhibited tiny but measurable non-gravitational accelerations, like an invisible hand was giving it a push. At first, scientists assumed this could be explained by outgassing the vaporization of ice releasing jets of gas, but the amount of acceleration far exceeded what outgassing could produce. This led to a startling possibility: magneto-hydrodynamic effects. Using advanced computer models, researchers simulated the comet's reaction to solar wind and electromagnetic fields. The results were mind-boggling. If 3I Atlas contained a high concentration of deuterium and other rare isotopes, the interaction with the sun's magnetic field could produce tiny, continuous thrusts, effectively propelling the object without any combustion or rocket-like exhaust. In essence, it was behaving like a naturally occurring spacecraft. Then came the chemical surprises. The methanol, ammonia, and carbon compounds in the comet's ice didn't match any known solar system pattern. The ratios of isotopes suggested processes that couldn't happen naturally in ordinary interstellar clouds. It was as if this object had been deliberately engineered or refined, a fragment of technology disguised as a comet. To make matters even more extraordinary, spectroscopic data revealed a tiny metallic core, only a few kilometers across, rich in rare earth elements and isotopes used in nuclear reactions. This core could act as a fusion reactor, generating heat internally to explain some of the mysterious outgassing patterns, or even powering the unusual accelerations. Scientists were quick to point out that nothing like this has ever been observed in natural comets. Meanwhile, the implications were staggering. If a civilization could engineer an object like 3I Atlas, it would imply technology far beyond humanity's current capabilities. We're talking about mastery of fusion, fuel containment, magneto-hydrodynamic propulsion, and long-duration, interstellar travel, all packed into a single, ice-covered probe. And yet, despite all these possibilities, no one has seen any signal, no radio waves, no light emissions. It moves silently through the solar system, a ghost from another star. NASA's Fermi Gamma Ray Space Telescope joined the investigation, scanning 3I Atlas for high-energy emissions. Scientists expected nothing, but instead, they detected intermittent gamma bursts consistent with microscale fusion reactions. Each burst lasted only seconds, but repeated measurements confirmed it wasn't noise or cosmic background interference. Whatever this object was, it contained an energy source far more concentrated than any natural comet. Astronomers worldwide are now grappling with questions that challenge the very foundations of astrophysics. Could deuterium-rich comets be naturally forming somewhere else in the galaxy? Or are we witnessing the remnants of a civilization capable of harnessing nuclear fusion for interstellar objects? Some researchers, cautiously, have begun to use terms like artifact or engineered probe, carefully avoiding sensationalism but unable to hide the awe in their findings. And this is only the beginning. Over the next months, telescopes will continue tracking 3I Atlas as it exits the solar system. Every new data point could reveal secrets of propulsion, chemistry, and energy far beyond anything humanity has yet seen. For now, the universe has sent us a visitor, a messenger cloaked in ice, carrying the most tantalizing clues to civilizations beyond our own. Now, let's talk about the most critical moment yet: 3I Atlas's approach to Jupiter. On March 16, 2026, it will pass just 53.6 million kilometers from the planet, almost exactly at the edge of Jupiter's Hill sphere, the region where Jupiter's gravity dominates over the Sun. To put this in perspective, astronomers have calculated that the odds of this happening by pure chance are about 1 in 20,000. That's not definitive proof, but combined with all the other anomalies, it starts to look like precision navigation rather than coincidence. Why would an interstellar probe aim for this narrow corridor? There are a few possibilities. Perhaps it could deploy smaller probes to be captured by Jupiter's gravity. Maybe it's performing a gravitational slingshot to adjust its trajectory for a long interstellar journey. or it could be stopping at specific Lagrange points to refuel or recharge. Whatever the reason, the mathematics of its path aligns with advanced planning, not random wandering. Then there's the antitail, a phenomenon that defies normal comet behavior. Most comets have tails pointing away from the sun, driven by solar wind and radiation. But 3I Atlas has a persistent sunward-pointing jet, stretching hundreds of thousands of kilometers. Mainstream explanations suggest this could be a perspective illusion, but careful observations show it's physical, stable, and symmetrical, lasting for months. Only a powered system like an ion or plasma drive could overcome the solar wind to create this effect. And the jets themselves? Arranged at 1-2-0 degree intervals around the nucleus, they're perfectly spaced for balanced thrust. Another feature inconsistent with chaotic natural outgassing, but completely consistent with engineered propulsion. Every single one of these features, the deuterium, the methanol, isotope ratios, the non-gravitational sideways acceleration, the antitail, the precise jet arrangement, fits a single coherent picture, a fusion-powered probe. Let's pause and imagine what this would mean. If the 3I Atlas is artificial, it is the most important discovery in human history. Not just evidence of extraterrestrial life, but of a civilization capable of interstellar travel, mastery of fusion, energy, and technologies far beyond our own. Every anomaly we've discussed, the chemistry, the trajectory, the propulsion, would suddenly make sense. It would show that intelligent life can survive, plan, and build long-lived interstellar machines. And now, for the most exciting part, the next 48 hours. As 3I Atlas sweeps past Jupiter's gravitational sphere of influence, every major observatory on Earth is watching. The James Webb Space Telescope, radio telescopes, gamma-ray detectors, they are all tracking, listening, and waiting for any unusual signals or maneuvers. If 3I Atlas behaves like a normal comet, the artificial hypothesis weakens. But if it performs trajectory adjustments, emits unusual radiation, or releases secondary objects, the evidence for intelligent design could be undeniable. This moment is a window into the unknown. For the first time in history, humanity has the technology to observe an interstellar visitor in real time, capturing every detail as it passes through our solar system. The stakes are astronomical. If these anomalies hold, it may change everything we thought we knew about the universe, our place in it, and what is possible. So here's the takeaway. Stay curious. Follow the data. Every jet, every isotope, every subtle maneuver matters. Science is not about clinging to old explanations but testing, observing, and remaining open to the incredible. Whether 3I Atlas is a natural relic of the early galaxy or the first sign of an interstellar civilization, one thing is certain: the universe just became far more mysterious, far more exciting, and far more alive with possibilities than we ever imagined. As 3I Atlas continues its journey, remember this: we are witnessing history in motion. Right now, astronomers are collecting data that could confirm or refute one of the most astonishing possibilities humanity has ever faced: a machine from another star system, powered by fusion, capable of interstellar travel. Every measurement, every image, every spectrum counts. Think about the implications. If this is indeed an engineered vessel, it's proof that intelligent civilizations can not only survive across cosmic timescales, but also master energy sources and propulsion systems far beyond our current understanding. It tells us that the universe may be teeming with life capable of creating, exploring, and engineering on unimaginable scales. And for humanity, the lessons are profound. Technological survival is possible, long-distance exploration is possible, and the universe is not silent. But here's the part that will truly make your mind spin. In just a matter of days, 3I Atlas will leave our solar system forever. Once it passes Jupiter's hill sphere, we may never see it again. What secrets it carries, what technology it may reveal, and what questions it raises about life beyond Earth. We have a tiny window to observe it all, and that window is right now. This is the essence of exploration, facing the unknown, questioning assumptions, and following evidence wherever it leads. Whether 3I Atlas is a relic of ancient cosmic chemistry or the first sign of an interstellar civilization, it reminds us that the universe is far stranger, far more complex, and far more alive than we ever imagined. So stay tuned, watch the skies, pay attention to the observations coming in over the next 48 hours. And remember, every anomaly matters, every jet, every isotope, every tiny detail could change our understanding of life and intelligence in the cosmos forever. The universe is speaking, and for the first time, we might just be able to listen. Now, let's dig even deeper into what makes 3I Atlas so unlike anything we've ever encountered. Beyond its deuterium enrichment and unusual methanol levels, the object's structure and dynamics defy natural explanations. Observations show that its nucleus, roughly 2.6 kilometers across, is surrounded by a symmetrical pattern of jets, 3 major exhaust streams evenly spaced at 120-degree intervals. Natural comets rarely, if ever, display such precision. Typically, jets form wherever volatile ices happen to sublimate under sunlight, chaotic and unpredictable. But 3I Atlas? Meticulously ordered, it's as if each jet was designed for maximum efficiency and balanced maneuvering, a level of engineering that goes far beyond the randomness of nature. And the antitail, pointing toward the sun for months, persists long after perihelion. That's not an optical illusion caused by viewing angles. It's a physical phenomenon, suggesting a force strong enough to oppose solar wind itself. The only plausible explanation capable of generating such behavior is a self-powered propulsion system, one that could manipulate exhaust to produce controlled thrust in multiple directions. In other words, a magneto-hydrodynamic drive, powered by an incredibly potent energy source, deuterium fusion. Here's where the dots begin to connect in a startling pattern. The methanol surrounding 3I Atlas, at levels 70 to 120 times higher than normal, is not something a comet could naturally generate. To synthesize methanol, you need to run high-voltage electricity through carbon dioxide and water, essentially, a fusion-powered chemical factory. If deuterium is the fuel, methanol is the byproduct, and the jets are the exhaust, then suddenly, the object stops looking like a comet and starts resembling an interstellar spacecraft in action. The trajectory adds another layer of intrigue. Passing 53.6 million kilometers from Jupiter, just barely outside its Hill sphere, is not random. The odds of this precise path occurring by chance are about 1 inch 20,000. That number alone would be curious, but combined with the other anomalies, the isotopic ratios, the antitail, the symmetric jets, the coincidences become statistically improbable. Could this be a navigational waypoint? A carefully plotted flyby for energy extraction, gravitational assistance, or probe deployment? The math suggests intention rather than accident. And let's not forget the chemical isotopes. Deuterium levels nearly 100 times higher than any known solar system comet, combined with neutron-enriched carbon and nitrogen, indicate exposure to neutron fluxes. Typical of a fusion reactor, every single chemical signature aligns perfectly with the hypothesis of an operational, energy-producing system rather than a passive, naturally formed object drifting through space. Yet, mainstream science remains cautious. The ancient comet from a metal-poor star theory sounds plausible on the surface, a convenient cosmic time capsule explanation. But as Harvard astrophysicist Avi Low points out, the numbers don't add up. Metal-poor stars simply do not have enough heavy elements to account for the observed mass and chemical enrichment. Any attempt to reconcile the data mathematically results in contradictions, leaving a glaring hole in the natural explanation. So, what are we left with? We're left with a puzzle that defies conventional astrophysics. Each observation, every jet, every isotope, every deviation from expected physics reinforces a single emerging picture, if not natural, then artificial, engineered, purposeful. And for the first time in human history, we have the technology to watch it in real time as it interacts with our solar system. In just a few hours, 3I Atlas will sweep past Jupiter's Hill sphere, the closest it will ever come to the gas giant. This is our once-in-a-lifetime window to observe an interstellar visitor at close range, while every major telescope on Earth is trained on it. The James Webb Space Telescope is tracking its every move. Radio observatories are listening for signals. Optical telescopes are capturing high-resolution images, and spectrometers are monitoring every chemical reaction in its coma. For the first time in history, we can study an object from another star system in real time, and the data we collect could rewrite everything we know about interstellar space and perhaps even life beyond Earth. If 3I Atlas behaves like a natural comet, gracefully passing by without unexpected emissions or maneuvers, then the artificial hypothesis loses ground. But if it displays course corrections, probe deployments, or unusual energy discharges, the implications are staggering. We could be witnessing the first confirmed evidence of extraterrestrial technology, a fusion-powered interstellar probe operating within our own solar system. Let's recap why this is so extraordinary. Its nucleus contains deuterium at levels nearly 100 times higher than any solar system comet, providing the fuel for nuclear fusion. Its jets are symmetric, perfectly spaced for controlled thrust. Its anti-tail pushes against the solar wind for months, a sign of directed energy. Its methanol and isotopic composition indicate processes only achievable with enormous, sustained energy. Its trajectory is almost impossibly precise, skimming Jupiter's gravitational boundary in a pattern that hints at intention. Taken together, every anomaly aligns seamlessly with the concept of a technologically advanced vessel, not a natural rock drifting through space. Now, I want to speak directly to skeptics. Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence, and so far, we do not have a smoking gun. We have consistency and coherence across multiple anomalies that defy natural explanations. The mainstream hypothesis struggles to reconcile the numbers, the chemistry, and the physics. Ignoring these anomalies would mean ignoring potential evidence of something unprecedented in human history. The stakes could not be higher. Confirmation of an artificial, interstellar probe would be more important than fire, the wheel, electricity, nuclear power, or the internet. It would prove that intelligence can emerge, build civilizations, and travel across the stars. It would tell us we are not alone in the universe, and that other civilizations can survive long enough to traverse the vast cosmic void. For humanity, it would be a profound source of hope, showing that technological life can endure beyond its home planet. In the next 48 hours, every observation, every measurement, every anomaly will matter. Whatever happens during this flyby, 3I Atlas is already teaching us something incredible. The universe is far stranger, far more complex, and far more alive than we ever imagined. And for those watching closely, this is a moment where history is unfolding before our eyes. Stay tuned, pay attention, and keep your eyes on the sky, because the secrets of 3I Atlas are only just beginning to reveal themselves.